want to start by the issue of declaring June 12th as a Democracy Day. You see, you cannot talk about the democracy of this country without recognizing Chief MKO Abiola in his contribution towards democracy, and all in all, he paid the supreme price of the enthronement of to ensure that the enthronement of this democracy. We give it to him. Another thing is recognizing him. There are many ways of immortalizing somebody. There are many ways of recognizing somebody. Whichever way the president wants to do it, he is the commander-in-chief, and he has the right to do it. Now, in the Public Holiday Act we have, Public Holidays Act we have, the president under the law has a right to declare a particular day in the whole country or a part of the country a holiday. Yes, he has a right. So in other words, he has a right to declare June 12th a holiday in immortalizing or in commemoration of Chief MKO Abiola. But he has no right to declare that day a democracy day, because the same law in the 5th schedule of the Public Holiday Act said a democracy day is May 29th. In other words, if you want to change the day, you must amend that particular law. You cannot do it by executive fiat. You cannot do it by a mere declaration. You must send, first of all, the news would have been the president has decided, having received advice from the National Council of State, the same section 6 of that act that we are talking about still give him the power to seek advice from the National Council of State, have decided to change our democracy day from May 29th to June 12th in honor of Chief MKO Abiola. That should be the story. I have directed the Attorney General to gazette it and forward it to the National Assembly for enactment and the passage. That should have been the message, so that as he is doing it, he will not offend any provisions of the law. We are talking about you don't do something where people will see it, will give it a political undertone. Because the way he hastily declared it, just like the one of IPOB, if you have a good listen and you channel it from a very wrong dimension, people suspect it. There's something attached to it, and that is where people are faulting it. Remember that we have 1st October. Remember that we have some other days. Now, the day Abu Salam Abubakar handed Obasanjo over is May 29th, and they enacted it as a democracy day in that and declare it public holiday, and because that's the day we recognize as a, then why should you just wake up? Simply because you feel that you want to get support from the western part of this country. You decided, no, you don't do it. Don't do things like that. That one is one. So it is not in order. As we speak to you now, our democracy day is 29th day of May. Then he has directed his Attorney General to forward to gazette that. Yes, that one is another step. Pending when that is being done, and they forwarded it to National Assembly as executive bill, and the National Assembly now enacted as a law by amending that particular act, that 50th schedule. It remains illegal. I have heard some eminent lawyers the people that have respect from this profession, saying that he has no right, he don't require the approval of National Assembly to declare that place a democracy day. It's very, very unfortunate. It was rather unfortunate.
And somebody like Falana is one of them.
And the Festus Keyamo, I was aback, because these are the people that we are looking at. These are the people that members of the public are looking at, and you are misleading the members of the public because of your personal interest. Of course, I'm a member of APC, and I think I lost my own election because of Buhari. I lost my own election because of my support for Buhari. I contested the Federal House of Rep under Abga, and my party adopted Jonathan as their own presidential candidate in 2015 general election, and I stood against that. I said, no, Jonathan will never be my presidential candidate because of the level of corruption there. I adopted Buhari, I supported him. I spent my own money in supporting him, but I have regretted everything as we speak today. That one is the topic of another day. So on this particular issue, he's wrong. Now, on the issue of conferring with the highest honor in this land, an honor made for the past, the serving or past head of state. The question there is that, is Abiola a president of this country? Has he been a president of this country? He has never been a president of this country. Section 136 said, who are the president of this country? When somebody has declared winner, given certificate of return, sworn in as a president, Abiola has never been and can never be. So, giving him that award posthumously, I think is wrong. Because that award is made for a citizen of the country. It is made for a person. He said a person. Is Abiola a person? Abiola is never a person. In law, he is not a person. Abiola was a citizen of Nigeria. He is no longer a citizen of Nigeria. He was. Because he has gone out of Nigeria. He has gone out of this earth. He is no longer with us. You can't address Abiola, he is it. That is to say, he is nobody. He's no longer in existence. Abiola is just like is as good as a stone. No matter whichever we are talking about law. He is not a legal personality in law. You cannot sue Abiola, say you are taking Abiola to court. No. You can only sue his estate. Kola, his son, is there. Some other persons are there. You can give them the award in honor of what your father did. Listen, you see, is the only GCFR, the only award of honor that we're given in this country? No. We have the rank of Senior Advocate of Nigeria. And I saw Festus Keyamo saying that he qualified. He says he qualified, he can be given. So you are qualified to be to be conferred with a rank of a Senior Advocate of Nigeria. And that early morning, on your way to Supreme Court, that you died, nobody will give you. It's an honor. You are qualified, but that qualification does not confer you this. You are qualified to be admitted in the university. You pass the exam, you did everything. You are not was shortlisted. On the day of going for the physical screening, something happened and the person died. You are not an undergraduate. So these are the simple things that we got to know. So giving him that read that particular section very well. You said a person. Is Abiola a person? Is Abiola a citizen of Nigeria that has a right like Maxwell Opera? He's not a citizen of Nigeria. The definition of a citizen of Nigeria, he was a citizen. He is no longer a citizen. He is no longer a citizen of Nigeria. So you cannot give him any right that is meant for a citizen. You can immortalize him by naming an institution, naming a road. We have Zik Avenue, we have Awolowo Way, we can name the good. I have some Mbako International Airport, Nandaziko International Airport, American International Airport. We have all these things. Not to give somebody an award. And somebody, you of course, my mentor, let Ghana fire me. Everybody know he suffered. He paid the supreme price because of this democracy. I have my respect for him, but giving him that honor, I think is uncalled for. There are some things that you expected to. In fact, the major thing that I had when his son said, wherever my mentor Ganefa Emi is today, he will be happy if you are doing the things, if you allow the rule of law to operate. If you can fight the herdsmen that are killing people in Benue, fight them to stand still. Ganefa Emi, wherever he is today, will be raising hand for you. If the masses that he died for, if you can eradicate Alamajiri in the north, Ganefa Emi will be happy where he is today. If you can fight to ensure that the Dapchi girls and the Chibok girls that are still in captive, you have recovered them, Ganefa Emi will be happy wherever he is today. If you can build infrastructure, the universities, make sure that you pay pensioners their salary, you pay the workers as at when you build road, Ganefa Emi, in fact, you have immortalized him. Ganefa Emi, I know. If he rejected many awards, when he was here on earth, because he felt that you have not done what you're supposed to do. So now, people, as at yesterday, they kill people in Benue. As at this morning, they kill people in Benue, and they're giving him an award. He will not receive it. I challenge his first son. Gani is the father of all. Yes, we are a biological son. He's the father of all. We know what he stood for.
His son has accepted it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying now. I said, when we expected him to make comment like his father, if Gani, assuming without considering that Gani will accept that award, Gani will make a comment. He will not just he said, I'm accepting that award in honor of. He will mention something that you have done. You can't be killing. People are crying every day. People are crying insecurity on the of this country. This thing. Now let us talk about the timing. The timing is another thing. You at that particular time, that year you took a oath. Why didn't you do it in that year? Why is it now that the election is coming up? It's because we don't have a serious opposition. PDP would have attacked him. Why are you coming now? Of course, everybody, if you should ask me, it's more political than legal. That is my position. I may be wrong. If you should ask me, this thing is working towards 2019. Now they have done it for Yorubas. They are looking for something that they were coming to do for the Igbos. Probably they will be targeting Ojukwu now because they know that an Igbo man is an Igbo man life is directly or indirectly attached to the name Ojukwu. So they will look for what to do for Ojukwu so that will help them. I hear them saying, but you can only choose somebody once. You can't deceive the person the second time. That is my position in all this sense. So whichever way, if you feel that you want to do this thing, you can also go and amend that that our National Honor Award Act. Let them amend it. Say that somebody can be awarded posthumously as it is written, because the award specifically mentioned the military men who died serving in war, not a military man that has died during retirement. Serving during war, not a military man that probably died on top of a prostitute. No, a military man died during war. That is when you can now giving the person award. Is there? So coming to tell us that you can do this thing, no, he says he failed it. They did not advise him very. And as a matter of fact, who advised him? Whereas the law provides that the National Council of State should advise him. Have they met to advise him? You see, you cannot stand. I'm even thinking of going to court. Let me look at the law. Use this weekend to look at the law. I'm saying asking the court to Federal Court to interpret the law.